It'll be good to choose. I went for the beef stroganoff here. There's some fruit. It was just very, very delicious. Very, very well. Nice tasting food.
Let's check there. There's one there, yeah. S&T. Sweaty cup. I think I have.
Thank you.
No problem. That side, sorry.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Inside your check-in bag, any battery, power bank, or lighter?
Yeah, I've got carry on. That's fine. Yeah.
Do you need the paper boarding pass or no need?
No, that's fine, isn't it? I can just go through that. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
So the gate D6 boarding time 11:50.
Okay, lovely.
For your
Fantastic.
backpack. Thank you.
Thank you. This size?
Hey,
Yeah.
sure.
So as we get to the seat here, you can see this quite responsive touchscreen in front of us here with various information, and I'll kind of go through that in a minute and give you a little bit more detail. So let's have a quick look around the seats, the sort of things you have around you. This is the main cabin, as you can see. Pretty nice spacing. It's 242. Down here you've got a standard power source there and a USB type A, and those are your connections for your headphones, which are not noise cancelling. Your tray comes out the side here. You've got some nice comfortable slippers there. And what else have we got? Yes, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Amenity kit. Yeah, you get a little Amenity kit, which I'll show you a little bit more about that in a moment as we'll unpack it in front of you. You get that bottle of water as well as you arrive. You've got your controller of the screen to the side of your seat. One thing I found with this is if you're a bit wide-ish like me, then your hip can keep switching the television on if you're trying to sleep at night. So you've got the screen off and then the hip keeps knocking it on. It kind of wakes you up. So slightly inconvenient in my opinion because it's touches, but it does come out, which is what I did, and it's on a cable. So that's kind of how I handled it. But to be honest, the screen is right in front of you, so it's just as easy to use the touchscreen as it is to use the controller. You get these little footrests here, which some enjoy them, some don't. I found them okay from time to time. It depends if you want to change your position in the night. So let's have a look at this Hunter Amenity kit. Nice little touch. These are the headphones, obviously. They're not noise cancelling, just so you're aware. But they're okay, not bad. So inside the Amenity kit, here we go. Now, I've never heard of Hunter, personally, but a nice little bag, actually, quite handy. You get your earplugs, standard. Little card telling you what it's all about. Not that I even read it, but thought you could share it anyway. That is quite handy. A bit of lip balm keeps your dry lips nice and moist as you're driving. Moist. This is a body cream. Didn't use that, but I'm sure it's very handy for certain people. Yep, the old eye coverings to knock out the light, although at night, to be fair, it's quite dark, it's fine. I personally don't use them, plus I wear glasses, which is a bit of a problem. And yeah, this you get a dental kit to the right, as you see. This thing here, I wondered what it was, but I've now worked out. It's like a strap for the bag that you can utilize the bag afterwards for, I don't know, things that you want to do. That's kind of my plan anyway. So as I say, dental kit as well to freshen up in the morning before arriving. You can see my confusion there looking at it, saying, what the hell is this? So, in all its glory, the Amenity kit, which I think is a nice touch, to be honest. I've always liked EVA Air. It is EVA Air, just in case you're wondering. I've always mispronounced it. So now the movie selection. There was a few of our latest releases, and I managed to watch 3 pretty decent movies overnight. It's not a bad selection, but I've seen a lot better. It's, I would say, average to middling. But it does cater for Hollywood movies, Asian movies, the whole sort of selection. It's right across the board. So it's good in that sense. It does give a little bit to everybody. But as I say, I've seen much, much better systems than this in-flight entertainment system. But as it goes, it was okay. Not a bad film to watch, folks. I watched that one. So you got the different TV programs. This was fairly limited, if I'm honest. And then the music gives you different genres. There is also podcasts if you enjoy podcasts. So very, very small selection, but I guess okay. I was looking for a specific genre of music, which they didn't seem to have, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously, the standard flight map that everyone has. I think a lot of people use this throughout flights just to see where you are. There's some pretty good, different versions or different views. It's flipped between different statuses. It depends which view you wanted, but it would go between different sort of the full trip, the altitude, the front view, that kind of thing. So it was pretty good. It's a pretty good flight map as they go. Now, you may have seen there's some games I didn't really, or did I? Hold on. Oh, Slight error in judgment. So here we go. There are some games there, not my kind of thing, but you've only got literally that, so not massive. And then the children's selection as well here. Again, I didn't look into it. Probably okay. As I say, it's a fairly limited system, which I think could well be improved. The hospitality, the food and so forth, you can look it up on the screen, see what we had, and the meal was pretty good, which we'll get to in a moment. And of course, your in-flight shopping, for those who like to do that. Personally, I never find them particularly cheap, plus I wasn't really in the market for makeup. Now, Wi-Fi was not free. I didn't really look into how much it was charged for, but yeah, it didn't come as a free package. You could purchase it online, on board if you wanted. Personally, I'm not that bothered about it. I don't need to specifically work at that particular time. So as you can see here, the various selections of the map, and you can choose one specific things, or you can have it on rotation, which is kind of what I did. I had it on rotation, a bit of this, a bit of that, stop the boring one view only. And as you can see there, my dreaded destination, London. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment system. Now, that beer, by the way, it's a Taiwanese beer, gold medal beer, whatever. It's actually very, very nice. The food selection was very, very good. I personally pre-selected my meals before. You can get them on board, but I just thought it'd be good to choose. I went for the beef stroganoff here. There's some fruit. It was just very, very delicious. Very, very well, nice tasting food. To be honest, I've always enjoyed the catering on EVA Air. Finally arriving at Heathrow, and obviously the sense of disappointment hitting me in the face as I had to walk 453 miles from the furthest possible point at Heathrow Terminal 2 to the main terminal building, which took me 2.5 weeks of trekking. I don't know why they do that. They park us at the furthest point. It's frighteningly horrible. Anyway, there we go. Welcome back to Britain. Collecting my baggage, and yep.